Welcome back to Real Estate 101. Today we're going to continue our discussion on home inspections and talk a little bit about how to join the Professional Home and Property Inspectors of Canada. And I'm pleased to be joined by Alan Spizak and Brian Sharing. Gentlemen, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Joe. Great to be here.
Thanks for having me.
All right, why don't you get us started?
So today we're going to talk about how you can join the Professional Home and Property Inspectors of Canada. It's rather a simple process, and what we've done is put together a PowerPoint presentation that we're going to go through and walk the viewers through what we're doing today. So, Joe, I'm actually the chairperson of the Professional Home and Property Inspectors of Canada. So we're going to walk everyone through how to join FIPIC today. So new members will start by going to page 2 of our slide here. They can see they go online to www.phpic.ca. So it doesn't matter whether you're a new inspector taking college courses or online courses, or if you're a seasoned veteran inspector, you can come and join our association, get continuing education, and enjoy the benefits of the Professional Home and Property Inspectors of Canada.
Good.
Now we'll go to page 3, which is the home page, where you can choose either English or the French section. We're going to the English section today. Click on that. We're on slide 4, and it's very easy. I've highlighted the section for inspectors. That's the link that you'll click on to go to the next page. So there we see on page 5 of our slide the new member application link. Again, we've got a lot of areas here, but we're focusing on new membership today.
Okay.
Slide 6, you can see I've highlighted the application for membership. So this is where all new members will go to apply for membership. Slide 7, this is the actual application for membership. So I'm going to turn this over to Brian, and I'm going to let him continue on with how people can apply and what they have to do in the paperwork.
Okay, so I'm starting here on page 8. We're talking about the application for contact information. And that is very basic. We're going to get your name, your company name, your mailing address. And the important thing that we're looking for here is that we want to know about previous membership and designations that you may have.
Okay.
So we want you to list all of the organizations that you're a part of. Also, any
And this is just
certificates that
for
you may
reference purposes, or?
That's right. We're looking for reference information and background.
Okay.
And also, Joe, the information that goes into this report, into this application, we take that and transfer it to a spreadsheet, and we apply points to all the different parts of this application towards your membership. And those points go towards how qualified you will be for certification in the future.
Okay.
Go ahead, Brian.
Also, then on page 9, you'll see that we're hoping that we want you to attach the copies of the degrees and diplomas that you may carry, just for proof of designation.
Okay.
So that is also not just home inspector related. So this would be, let's say, you have a BA in commerce, or you have a college degree in some other not applicable field to home inspection. The fact that you strove to get that degree also gets you points towards your certification,
right.
Because that shows you're more of a professional person.
Or even a construction trade.
Yeah,
Exactly.
and that's coming up next.
Right.
Yeah, construction trades, whether you're maybe wet certified to inspect wood burning fireplaces and wood stoves, trade tickets, yes, plumbing, electrical, heating, ventilation,
Cool.
Everything helps. So we're talking about the degrees, diplomas, the trade tickets.
Okay,
Moving to the next page,
which is 10.
page 10.
Mm-hmm.
So again, we're just requesting more information about the formal home and property inspection training courses that you've taken. Also, we're looking to attach any of the certificates that you have, when they were completed, and how many credits you received.
Okay.
So in this case here, the formal home and property inspection training courses, most of the college courses today refer to the Carson Dunlop courses.
I'm familiar with them.
And this is a lot of courses. I believe it's a 10 series course that's taken online. And so all of those courses that you've taken, you fill that all out because, again, this is all going towards your certification.
Again, we're looking for more training courses, workshops, seminars that you've completed, when they've completed, if there's been any informal field training also. So if you've had any mentoring, which maybe you want to talk about some mentoring options that FIPIC has coming up.
Yes, if you go to the FIPIC website and you're a new inspector, you can look for other inspectors that will provide mentoring for new home inspectors. So mentoring is on-the-job training. And that's another benefit of being a member of the Professional Home and Property Inspectors of Canada. So we're going to go on now to slide 12 there.
That's right. So again, this has more to do with some of the examinations that you've taken and passed, your grade, whether or not you've got the experience. So if you have any home and property inspection experience, as far as how long you've been inspecting, maybe which companies you've worked for, how many inspections you typically do in a year, and we'll talk a little bit about the compliance with the standards of practice for the Home and Property Association. So,
yeah, so at the bottom here, you have to follow a standard of practice when you become a home inspector. So that's the guideline that you're going to follow for doing your job. So the American Society of Home Inspectors, ASHI, is the most common standard of practice across North America. And then our association has adopted that standard as the PHPIC, Professional Home and Property Inspectors of Canada standard. So if you go to our website, that's the standard that we follow.
Okay.
And that will be what you should be putting down here on this application. So I'll just slip in here to slide 13, compliance with national occupational standards. So this is something that probably a lot of new home inspectors aren't aware of, but the National Occupational Standards is a document that basically explains what the home inspector does through the whole home inspection. It's not that long of a document, but it's something that all home inspectors need to be aware of and need to go through and read when they're in this business. And then, of course, you can see compliance with the ASHI Code of Ethics, American Society of Home Inspectors. The Code of Ethics is basically you follow that you have to disclose if you're working for, like, so let's say a relative of yours,
All right.
okay, that you won't take other monies from anybody else other
So
than pay
Any
for the home
conflicts
inspection.
of interest?
Exactly, and that's all spelled out here in the ASHI Code of Ethics, which you have to abide by to be a professional home inspector. And then I'll just continue on with page 14 here, acknowledgement. You have to read and sign this. Now the middle part says, did a FIPIC member recommend you to us? If so, let us know. And this is important for inspectors who are referring new home inspectors to the association, because that will provide them with a discount for their membership for the next year. So let's say Brian's a new inspector and I've enticed him to come and join the Professional Home and Property Inspectors of Canada. I will actually get a $50 discount on my membership for next year.
For the referral, right?
Yes. So that's important. Again, you just fill out the rest here. Now we've got card holder, credit card information. We're going to just bypass that now because you can actually pay online, which we recommend people do, and we're going to follow that up in the next few slides. So on page 15, we've got the signature page. Of course, you've got to fill that out, date it, sign it. Now, you've got an address here to mail it. We do not want the documents mailed any longer. We're in electronic age now, right, Joe?
Yep.
So you're going to scan all this information, put it into a PDF file, and that's what you're going to do later on. You're going to send it off to our administration. So did you pay for your membership online?
yes, I did.
Okay,
Yep.
You want to go through page 16 here?
Well, that also, and that we're scanning all of the certificates, all of the diplomas that you might have, any of the insurance information. That the more that you can provide to us, the better.
That's right. So the background documentation. So if you said you took these courses, you have to prove you took it by supplying the documentation for it.
All right.
Your graduation diploma, etc. If you have a trade ticket, you have to take a copy of that, etc. So that we can back up what you said you've done in your career. So you want to cover off the payment section?
Well, the payment sample, again, we're taking online payment these days, so we take the Visa, American Express, MasterCard, maybe even email transfer. I'm not too
Not
sure.
yet.
Not yet. Okay.
PayPal.
PayPal, yes. And obviously, we offer a 1-year payment or a 2-year payment, saving us about 10% if you pay for 2 years all at once, which is nice to know there.
We are actually one of the most cost-effective organizations for home inspectors to join in North America. Our 1-year fee is only $299, and as Brian said, if you join for 2 years, you get a 10% discount on that.
Okay.
So next slide, number 17, is PayPal. You just enter your PayPal information, name, password. Then you go back to the previous page. And what we're going to talk about now is, now that you're a member and you've joined FIPIC, you've got your own personal information that you need to input into our website. And this is very important because clients are going to go to the website, they're going to search for an inspector. So you want to make sure that your name and your information is there, even if you're a new inspector, so that people can contact you.
It's a directory.
It is.
That's right.
It's an online directory. So go ahead, Brian. I'll let you talk about page 18 here, member login.
So we're on page 18 here, which has the member login on the left-hand side of the screen. Once you select that, again, it's going to bring you into the member login section of our website. Again, it's very straightforward. You're clicking to log in on the bottom of the screen, which is going to bring you to your username and password. So the username for your first time is going to be your first initial and last name, and the password is going to be first login, being the first time that you've logged in. So number 1, ST, login, and then you'll have a chance to change that password after you've created a profile for yourself.
So this is slide 20 there. So you'll see at the bottom it says, so for new inspectors, the username is first initial, last name. And they always use the example, Mickey Mouse. So Mickey Mouse's login name, username would be Mouse. Okay, a lot of people get a little bit confused with that. So we'll move ahead, Brian, to slide 21.
Slide 21, editing your profile. If you're going to start editing your profile, and this is when you get to select information about yourself, your territory, your business name,
Yes,
some of the services that
right.
you offer.
Click on that. Now
Click
we're on
that.
slide 22, and you can see the whole list there. First name, last name, email, toll-free number, etc.,
Mhm.
all the way down. And on this other side, the right-hand side, you'll see a list of services. And those are the services that
You
of
offer.
that the home inspector will offer. Now, obviously, a new home inspector won't have all those available right now, but those are things that new home inspectors can strive to do with continuing education and more courses, and obviously with mentoring with experienced home inspectors. They can learn about these additional services and pick them up
And as they're adding them, they can always come back and click these here.
all the time. This is fully editable 24 hours a day, 365 days a year.
Right.
And at the bottom, we've had to extend this page a bit. So as Brian was saying there, at the bottom, you can, on the notes section, you can add in a little description of your company, a little blurb that you want to say to clients when they click on your link.
And that's on page 23.
That's right. And at the bottom, you have to hit the update button to make sure that those are all updated.
Okay.
So we're going to skip to page 24. How are you at entering your continuing education credits, Brian?
How am I at it?
Are you good?
I'm up to date.
So this is very important because, as I said, continuing education is something that we promote.
Mm-hmm.
We do some webinars, seminars, etc., where home inspectors who attend can get credits for their continuing education. Also, if home inspectors take any online courses or go take any other courses, you have to have that documentation too. And this is a very unique system that we have with the Professional and Property Inspectors of Canada, because you don't have to do this all at the end of the year. You do this every time you take a course or every time you get some additional credits. You go to your member webpage and you just input it as you're going along.
Right.
This saves a lot of time and trouble. You know how at the end of the year you got to go back and think, oh my gosh, what did I do all this year? Where's all these courses I took? This way you can do them every time that you have a new course, every time you get a new credit. Just go here. So you can see update CEUs. So click on that. Oh, and also inspectors must obtain 15 CEUs per year. Okay, that's just to ensure that all the home inspectors with our association are maintaining continuing education. because in our industry, things change. Every year there's new building codes, there's new construction methodologies, etc. So there's a lot of learning that goes on. So we're going to skip over here to slide 25. So this shows you, this is actually my CEU. So the type of course that you took, the name of the course that you took, the date that you took it, the points, and then it has to be approved at the end in order to get your actual CEUs. So go to slide 26. At the bottom of that page, this is where you input your continuing education information. You see type, course, date, points. So we'll go down to slide 27. In this case, our association put on 2 different Working at Heights training programs this year. One was in Ottawa, one is in Toronto. So that's an accredited course that was already input into the line where a home inspector can check. Otherwise, you've got all these other different courses you can select from on slide 28. If you attend our annual general meeting, you get credits, which is coming up. If you're a board member, if you've attended a conference, field training, home inspector meetings, mentoring. This is interesting too, Joe. So if you're a home inspector and you're actually mentoring another home inspector, you will get educational credits for doing that service. And then the other one's there. We'll go to slide 29. In this case, what I've done is I've input a conference. The course was actually a course that I put on for realtors called Home Inspector Licensing. And on the notes section, I filled in where I put the course on, the date that I did it, and the fact that it was only 1 hour, it gained me 1 continuing education credit. So slide 30, you'll see that when you update that, the conference comes up, the course was Home Inspector Licensing, the date, the 1 point, and you can see it's not approved yet.
All right.
So if you go to the section where it says browse, then what I had to do is I had to select that document to upload it to the website so they could actually see some documentation that I actually did that.
To verify it.
Yeah, so in this case on page 31, there's an email from the Realtors Association of Hamilton Burlington saying thank you for being a knowledge educator. So I just scanned that and I uploaded it as a JPEG file, so it will take PDF files and JPEG files. And I've updated it, the proof is there, and now our administration, an email will go to them and they will check it. Okay, so you just can't fudge these numbers here. You actually have to have documentation. Anyways, page 33 here. Now the clients can go to our website and find the best home inspectors in Canada. And that's just an overall summary, Joe, for new home inspectors that want to join our association. And we get new inspectors coming on every month, and we'd like to invite anyone out there that's an existing home inspector or coming into the industry to join FIPIC. Go to our website, www.phpic.ca, and if they have any questions, Joe, you know what? If they phone the phone number on the website, you know who they'll get?
No.
They'll get the secretary, and the secretary will put them right to me in person.
All right.
So again, you can go onto our website, contact us, which will have all of our contact information, phone number, email, admin@phpic.ca. If you have any questions or concerns, you're welcome to contact us at any point.
All right, guys. Brian, Alan, thanks for coming on today's show.
Thank you, Joe. It's been great to be here.
Thanks for having me.
So there you have it. If you're looking for more information on PHPIC, feel free to check out their website. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, like, comment, and share our videos. I'm Joe. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.